So we now have the details for the EZAs for the Planet Namek STR Goku, the STR Full Power Frieza, and also the Tech Final Form Cooler, the sub EZA. So the Namek Goku and the Full Power Frieza are full on EZAs, while the Tech Cooler, Final Form Cooler, is a sub EZA that will be using a previous Extreme Z battle event, whereas the STR Namek Goku will, and the STR Full Power Frieza will be receiving their new and own Extreme Z battle events. But let's get started with all the details of what changed with their Extreme Z Awakenings. So starting with this Goku, he got a full 170% HP and attack and defense across the board with his leader skill, which was to be expected. I was expecting that because that's the pattern they're using with all the Dokkan Fest TURs that are getting EZAs. So if that ever changes, I doubt it'll ever change, but that's a fine leader skill. Super Saiyans or Planet Namek Saga. Planet Namek Saga can especially use a buff like that, so that's nice to have. So on his super attack, instead of raising allies' attack by 30% for one turn, they put attack and defense by 30% for one turn. I'm fine with that, but at least add something to the beginning. I'm always a fan of adding an effect to a super attack to the beginning of it, like raising attack, raising defense, or raising both, even just for one turn, depending on what the passive skill is doing for that unit. So I do not like the fact that they totally missed that opportunity with this card. But we'll have to wait and see until his EZA comes out how good he's actually going to be. But as of right now, it's not looking too terribly OP. And it seems like they're actually very, very scared to make a broken EZA, which I don't like that mindset at all. That's what it seems like. But moving on to his passive skill, he gets Ki +2 and attack and defense plus 150%, whereas before he was only getting attack and defense plus 77%. So that's quite a jump, and actually pretty good in my opinion. So, but of course, these videos are not just for me, they're for you guys too. I want to know your opinions and thoughts down in the comments below about all these EZAs after you watch the whole video, so that we can have a discussion about it and all that good stuff. I definitely want to hear from you guys, so definitely hit me up in the comments. But he also gets an attack and defense plus 30% with each attack received up to 59%. So that hasn't changed, except instead of attack and defense plus 15%, it's 30%. So he can get that in 2 turns, his full passive, as far as that goes, rather than 4, or not 2 turns, but 2 attacks instead of 4 attacks is what I meant. So that's okay. I mean, it's nothing majorly, it's nothing extraordinary is what I'm trying to say. It's nothing extraordinary, but it's a nice little buff to the unit itself. And then he transformed when conditions are met. The transformation conditions stayed the same, unfortunately. I think it should have been changed. I really think this should have been removed, and they should have just left this on there starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle. Especially since they did not put any type of stacking defense on his super attack. This base form Goku's super attack, because if we look at his transformation state, he raises defense infinitely. So in his Extreme Z awakened form, or for not form, but Extreme Z awakened state, he also raises defense infinitely. So they kept it the same. So I really do think, since they didn't really change much to his passive, I mean, they gave him quite a bit of buff for the beginning of his passive, giving him Ki and attack and defense plus 150%, from 77%. But the fact that they kept the conditions the same, It just there's no synergy. There really isn't. This guy gets attack and defense plus 30% with each attack received. Up to 59%. So when he gets attacked twice, he gets that buff. But I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. I really don't. It's a fine EZA. It's an okay EZA, but it's nothing great. It's nothing spectacular. I think we could have at least gotten spectacular, and without it being completely broken. So, but let's go ahead and take a look at the Super Saiyan side of this Goku and see what changed as well. So, he raises defense infinitely and causes immense damage to enemy before Extreme Z awakened. And now he lowers attack and defense. That's fine. I still think they could have put like greatly raises defense. So, just to add a little bit more to this Goku, but lowers attack and defense is fine as well. And then he gets Ki plus 3 in attack and defense plus 180%. That's quite a bit of jump from what he had before, because he didn't get any Ki at all, and he was only at attack and defense plus 80%. So that's a 100% difference. With this guy's stats, his EZA stats, well, these aren't his EZA stats, so he'd be sitting around what, 13,000, almost 14,000 defense, somewhere in that range, and then about 20,000 attack and 21,000 HP. Dude, this guy's gonna be really that's LR stats right there. That is LR stats right there. That's gonna be really good. On top of that, just a side note, he's on so many categories, and his link skill in his base form is so good. His link skill in his base form, link set, is so good. Like it you've got Saiyan lineage, shocking speed, all in the family. 3 of the greatest link sets. Prepared for battle is a good one too. So he's getting Ki in attack and defense all across the board with his link set. It's absolutely insane. And so even though his EZA is a little bit lackluster, he's still going to be a great addition to a lot of different teams. With the way his categories being very numerous. I can't talk today. I really can't talk today, but he has so many categories he's on. So that's definitely a positive with this unit, and the fact that he's getting an EZA at all. And so, but moving on with the rest of the passive for the Super Saiyan Goku, plus an additional defense plus 59% when HP is 77% or less. Wait a minute, attack plus 59% for the rest of the battle after receiving it. Oh, so they added that in there. Okay, so, and then after that, plus an additional attack plus 59% for the rest of the battle after receiving an attack. So that stayed the same. They added the additional 59% defense when HP is 77% or less. What I like about this is it goes well with his transformation conditions, where he has to transform when HP is 70% or less. So when he transforms, you know that this Goku automatically has his extra 59% defense. I do like that part about it. And I feel like they did some synergy with that part of his passive skill. And I think it's very important to point that out, because with this guy's EZA being a little bit lackluster, we need to take all the wins we can get with this STR Goku and utilize them as much as possible, because he is on so many different teams and can give so many different teams an advantage in a lot of these events. So it's very good that they did that with that part of his passive in the Super Saiyan state. And then he has a medium chance of guarding all attacks, and guard activated against all attacks, and high chance of performing a critical hit for 4 turns when guard is activated. I believe this changed from 4 turns to from 3 turns to 4 turns, correct? So yeah. And then they added that extra part of the passive where he has a medium chance of guarding all attacks, whereas before... Wait a minute. No, they didn't change it. He still has a medium... Okay. Hold on. Okay, so... Medium chance of guarding all attacks. Guard activated against all attacks. And high chance... Okay. So, he still has a medium chance, and it's still the same. He just gets a high chance of performing a critical hit for 4 turns. I really feel like they could have changed that to perform like a guaranteed crit. A guaranteed crit. Even if it was just for 1 turn. But then again, that could still be good. I mean, yeah. And so, and then he has rage condition. I don't think that changed at all, did it? No, that didn't change at all. All right, so there you have it. That's Goku. But let's move on to this full power Frieza. Now, I'm interested to see what this is gonna be, because here's the thing: is that this guy needs to be good. This guy needs to be good, but he needs a lot of improvement in his passive, and we'll see what they did. So now he leads with HP and attack defense plus 150% to full power instead of 130%. And then the STR type leader skill stayed the same. Oh, that's surprising. I feel like they should have at least bumped that up to 120%. That's actually very surprising. Honestly, I think they should have bumped it up to 180%, to be honest. But 150% is fine. You're just never going to use them as a leader. That's the reality of things. 150%. As fine of a leader skill that is for most content in the game. If you're a casual player, you'll be using him as a leader if he's your only full power category leader. But for more difficult content, obviously 150% is barely going to cut it or not cut it at all. So, but they added raises attack and defense for 1 turn on the beginning of a super attack, so that's good. I feel like they should have gotten rid of this sacrificing HP altogether, but they at least reduced it from 8% to 5%. So it's a little bit of a win there. And then on his ultra super attack, he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to enemy, whereas before he only greatly raised attack for 1 turn instead of attack and defense. So those are fine. Those are definitely fine super attack effects right there. So I don't mind that at all. Now the passive. This is the most interesting part for me. Let's see what they did. So key plus 4 and attack and defense plus 120%. So he gets 2 extra key and 40% extra attack and defense after the EZA. Plus an additional defense plus 40% when performing a super attack, and attacks effective against all types if it is an ultra super attack. I like that, actually. That's a nice addition to his passive. I'm pretty excited about that. I don't even have this unit, but when I do pull him eventually, I'm excited to use that. That's honestly, that's a nice addition. That's a win for this part of his passive skill. So, full power Frieza lovers out there, what do y'all think? I think it's a great addition, but what do y'all think? And then what I like this extra defense, especially since he's sacrificing HP. I don't like this at all, but since he has it, they did give him a little bit more defense in his passive, so I don't mind that. That's actually pretty good. So, and then he gets plus an additional key, or plus an additional key plus 2 and attack plus 40% when HP is 80% or less. Hold up. So, hold up. Okay, so they actually made the condition worse, but they gave him quite a bit more on his attack. buff and gave him more ki. Okay, so plus an additional ki plus 2 and attack plus 40% when HP is 60% or less. Huh. Okay, so basically they did more of a, they basically made his min-max build more min-max. That's what they did. That's what they did. I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. But it is quite a bit of more on the heavier on the max side of things. So this could be good. This could be good. He has a guaranteed crit. He had a guaranteed crit before, okay. A guaranteed crit performs a critical hit when HP is 40% or less. Disables the attacked enemy's action once within the turn if HP is 40% or less when attacking once only. Ooh. Hey. Hold up. That's nice utility right there. The only thing is how often will you get it at 40% or less HP. It's you won't get that very often, but if you're in a situation where you feel like you need to use a Whis or maybe need to heal, but you might want to save those items for a later stage in Super Battle Road or Extreme Super Battle Road, this could come in very, very, very clutch. Huh. Okay, so I feel like this Full Power Frieza's EZA is quite a bit better. I feel like they put a lot more thought into his EZA rather than Goku's. Full Power Frieza, in my opinion, is definitely going to be coming out on top out of these two EZAs. Of course, we have the Tech Final Form Cooler EZA. I'm going to go over that real quick, but that, yeah, so, yeah, this Frieza is looking really, really good right now. I cannot wait to see how it performs. But moving on to the last EZA. Now, this is a sub EZA, so we can't expect too much from this guy, but let's see how he improves. So before his Extreme Z Awakening, I'm not even going to look at the leader skill, but, well, yeah, he gets Ki plus 3 and HP and attack and defense plus 80% to AGL, tech, and physical. So, but that's not important. We're never going to use that leader skill. He raises attack and defense for 1 turn, so they added that and causes supreme damage with a medium chance of stunning the enemy instead of a rare chance. That's fine. That's definitely fine. His passive skill, he gets Ki plus 2 and attack and defense plus 150%. Yeah, they did a lot with it. They added a whole novel for his passive skill from just attack plus 90% at the start of turn. Okay. Launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack. So kind of resembling pretty much all coolers right there. That's fine too, because that's definitely a cooler trait. A few other units traits too, but that's definitely a cooler trait where he has a chance of launching additional super attacks. So I don't mind that at all either. Great chance of performing a critical hit when the target enemy is stunned. Okay. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 20% with each super attack performed. Oh, I like that. I like that. And then stuns the attacked enemy when there's an enemy whose name includes Goku. Once only. So a guaranteed stun if there's a Goku. You know what I like about that? There's tons of Gokus in this game. Tons of them. Where this is gonna work though is probably, you got Super Battle Road, obviously. Not the longer events, because they have nullification to effects like that. But possibly Ultimate Virtual Dokkan Clash. I always forget the name of that, but you know what I'm talking about. Ultimate Virtual Dokkan Clash or something like that. But that could work there. So that's actually decent. I would say on paper he definitely looks really, really good. And he's an older unit, so a lot of people might have him and possibly have him rainbowed. His stats, he's looking at what, about 11,000 to 12,000 defense, and then Whatever. So yeah, no, his passive, I don't mind that passive at all. I think it's a great improvement. Obviously, it's an improvement from the one he had before, but the way they did his passive, I think it's fine. I think it's actually pretty good. I feel like this Cooler's EZA, being a sub EZA, nonetheless, is still, for this Cooler, comparatively speaking, is still just maybe just a little bit better than that Goku's. And that's sad. That's my opinion, though. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below, and thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all. Until next time.